Good evening. I'm Barbara Pinto.
And I'm Chris Bury. Tonight we take a closer look at gambling in Illinois.
Mayor Emanuel is doubling down on a casino for Chicago, saying it's needed to help rebuild Chicago's crumbling schools.
But Illinois' well-deserved reputation for corruption raises some big concerns. Who exactly will control a Chicago casino, and where will all that tax money really go? Americans love to gamble. It adds up to big money. Casinos raked in more than $37 billion last year. The industry trade group says state and local governments took a big cut too, $8.5 billion in taxes. Illinois already has 9 riverboat casinos, but a new plan okayed by the state Senate would greatly expand gambling in Illinois. If it becomes law, Chicago would get its very first casino. Mayor Rahm Emanuel is all for that. Soon after he took office, the mayor set his sights on the tax money Chicagoans now fork over to other states.
We have gambling in Chicago. It just happens to be in Hammond, Indiana. We lose $20 million around a month to Hammond, Indiana revenue.
In a slick new video produced by his office, Mayor Emanuel urges state legislators to approve more gambling. His pitch to taxpayers: 100% of revenue from a Chicago casino will fund Chicago schools.
Let's imagine it's true. How do we know it's going to be true? Like, you know, part of the problem we talked about this at the beginning is a transparency issue. Like, we can't follow that. It's a statement without any public accountability.
Ray Lopez Calderon is executive director of Common Cause Illinois. The grassroots lobby has kept a close eye on efforts to expand gambling here. Now its director is concerned that the gambling measure is turning into a feud between Mayor Emanuel and Governor Quinn.
It's about whose board controls the casinos. And so there's really no proper attention to the lobbying laws that would enable gambling and a gambling expansion to improperly influence our legislature even more than it already does.
Common Cause estimates the gaming industry has spent more than $30 million lobbying in Springfield over the last 10 years. Meanwhile, supporters of expanded gambling argue that a casino for Chicago would give the city a new dose of excitement, attracting tourists and their tax money.
So once we put our stake in the ground and state that we're going to have a Chicago casino in the 3rd largest city in America, probably the last bastion of a great city that's going to have a casino, I think they're going to come clamoring to Chicago.
Jerry Roper heads the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce. He estimates a Chicago casino could generate $300 million to $900 million a year in taxes for the city and state, and add $1 billion a year to the city's economy. Critics worry that kind of money will invite corruption. Roper believes such fears are overblown.
The Illinois legislature has some oversight. The gaming board has oversight. The mayor has gone along with that. So I believe all of the measures to stop anything that would, be viewed as corruption are there.
Governor Quinn has twice vetoed gambling measures, saying Illinois should not become the Las Vegas of the Midwest. But a spokesperson for Quinn tells us the new plan is moving in the right direction. In addition to Chicago, suburban Cook and Lake counties, Rockford and Danville could get casinos. Slot machines would be allowed at O'Hare, Midway, and local racetracks. But will that cold cash even begin to fix Illinois' critical financial problems?
I don't know of anybody that state was saved by building a few casinos.
It's a very, very small part of the overall big issue that we're wrestling with in this state: the pension reform, the fact that we owe $8 billion to small businesses around the state. But we need to start somewhere, and this is a great beginning.